Closing remarks. Yes. First of all, I appreciate.
I really don't want you to have a closing remarks. We can go on for about 10 more minutes because I think Manani is called Mburu is still having some dinner atakuja kumaliza. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So I want to agree with my brother Makiadi. It was a masterclass presentation by him, by the way. We are saying the same thing. This issue about IEBC, the money that is being given, 60 billion that is being requested for, this is money going to be used for coronation. Unfortunately, me personally, I'm not for Ruto. I don't want him to win, but that is just what that money is going to be used for. Unfortunately, uh, unfortunately, this same Ruto used GACHAGUA, who is now acting to be a saint, to push away IEBC. You know, those people who had to run away for their lives, and even the one who went to face the tribunal, which was already having a mind of its own. Um, they were pushed away by people that Gachagua actually put them. I remember even one witness was from Kirinyaga. I don't know where this guy went. He was always on TV. And these are the people that kicked IEBC, and now we are in a stalemate because of them. You know, some of these actions that we do, especially as people, you know, our parents waliuza ng'ombe si twende shule, and then when we come out here, we make decisions that are blunderful to the whole country, and we just say we are sorry, and we have a whole 4 years. You know, now me, I'll be almost 60 years old after the next election. I've wasted my time because people don't want to do the right thing, and we know the right thing to be done. Now imagine Ruto getting another 5 years. It's another waste of our lives. Surely, this guy is all about who goes to a church and gives 120 million, and he says that I started as a farmer. You know, it's a joke. But anyway, uh, like Makiadi said, these people do not have money. And when he says they do not have money, it does not mean that they do not have money because they were not born with money. They do not know how to solicit it outside money from people even abroad and say, hey, push us here. We want to do this and this. It's only Raila who can do that in Kenya right now. Even now, at his 80 years old, he's still. You heard even Mr. who is a lawyer, is saying that he was given money by the government to go to AU. If you ask him if he has evidence, he does not. This is something that is just ridiculous. This man can amass his own money. Let me tell you, a person like Kalonzo Musyoka, they will not last with the Gachagua. Kalonzo Musyoka, do you know why he has supported Raila? When you support me and we go for campaigns, we sit down and say, okay, do this. We need 600 million. Are you giving 300? I'm giving 300. Kalonzo can never do that. He says, I want to give 2 million. For who? And then me, I give my 300 million for you to be president? No way. Gachagua loves money, and they're going to go separate ways because of money. Because of money for campaign, they will not agree. Anyway, second point was to Mise. Mise, what I was saying about Raila following the law, maybe you didn't understand. When a very emotive election is announced, if Raila and now I think you have understood that Raila has a very popular following. Even now, people who could not stand Ruto are even talking his language. He's the only man who can change people like that. So when this guy accepts the Supreme Court decision, and then after 2 or 3 weeks goes for mandamano, it is a mandamano for the opposition to challenge the government either because of taxation or which is mandated in the constitution. It does not mean he has violated anything. This is his right. But he accepts. I have not accepted the verdict, but I have accepted the law says that if the Supreme Court makes a decision, whoever has been appointed is fine. He has done this 3 times. Hata huyu mwenye tuko naye kwa hii nchi hapa alikataa kupeana sword, na saizi unamwona anaongea vibaya. Si watu wengi wanakubali hiyo kitu. This man anajaribu. Number 3, Mburu is I wanted him to be here for me to even address him, to call him out of this supporting of this man Gachagua. This man is a joker. Look, today
I'm here. I'm listening.
Oh, you're listening, Mburu. Mburu, you're one of the best people in this panel, and I'm really worried about you going in the wrong direction again. In this era after Gen Z opened our eyes, because we have been so blinded all this time, the Gen Z said we are not tribal. The thing that kicked this guy out had that tribal thing on his back. Do you know even today, Go and listen to GACHAGUA tomorrow, the previous day. GACHAGUA even today said in church, sisi tumeona hapa Wakisii watatupatia milioni 3, Wakikuyu Central watatupatia milioni 5. Who still does that kind of politics? Ati wewe Mukamba watatupatia 3 million votes. He's still taking us. He's counting me, say Mzalendo, Makiadi, Darius, and Mburu, like he puts us in a bag and says we are 4 million for him. But, and I repeated this, I was a procurement officer. When he was a vice president, for him to pick a phone and call a procurement officer for a check, it shows you how much he loves money. But today, he's not even calling us by name. He's calling us 4 million. Upper Central, tuko na 4 million. Upper tuko na 3 million. How can that be a leader, Mburu? That you, a person who, even I see when you write on the group chat, you are a very, very, very logical person. This is not a person you can even think that he has a plan. This is a person who thinks that me, Central, needs to give me 6 million votes for me to go back up there and give my children business. All these business deals he was doing with children. None of them was doing with anybody outside his family. And right now, this guy, I think, is in danger because Ruto is not like Raila. Raila is very forgiving. This guy Ruto knows everywhere that he has touched. And you know him, anakimbia kwa TV kila siku kuropoka ya huyu hajaanza kuropoka yake. You know, not everybody is patient like Uhuru. Now I understand why Uhuru never responded to this guy. This guy, first of all, is a rookie. He was only a one-term MP. For him to jump up to VP, that was too fast for him. And that is why we tell people like Babu, who I support very much. Babu, there is a way you walk in this process. You see this boy called, this Gen Z boy, ODM juice. This boy, he looked back and forth. You know when a good friend of mine like Mr. calls Raila Conman, I really laugh. Let me tell you why. He is sitting on his very beautiful house. Look at his curtains, the way they're good. Watching Raila on TV, going to face tear gas at 80 years old, alone on the streets with his people. If anything happens to Raila, it is Raila's life that is gone. But when he comes back and says, now he has been given 2 million to come down, now they say, now you are a conman. But the risk that he has taken for you to see that democracy can be pushed to the wall is what you are not seeing. You see, so we are two-faced. Unfortunately, Kenyans, we are two-faced. And Sisi, here, I think most of us were on the same generation. We already failed the country. Even if we Gen Z walikuja kwa hii platform yetu wakatuacha, walisikia tu bado tunaongea lugha yetu. We have to stop being two-faced and say the reality. I'm really scared of what Makiadi said, that this guy was going to be done a coronation, because it is the truth. But I'm praying that this Matiang'i or somebody formidable can stand and say he can challenge this guy. You know why? Because look at the other day when Martha Karua was launching a party. I've done a better birthday party for my daughter than that. What is that? Purple and pink and people dressed like a tuoli. What do you mean? And you want to take the governance of the country. You have to show people you are serious when you're going to deal with people who can give in a church 120 million. You know, you can't come with like that haphazardly. Did you see the MCs there? She's picking people from Kenya National Theatre. After they cannot dress. And these are the people who are tutashikana. Let me tell you, if that is the people that are going to challenge Ruto, and huyu Ruto, unajua, acha nikwambie, mimi naomba tu Mungu amchukue, anaonekanaga mgonjwa, but sisi wenyewe wa Kenya, we are so confused, we don't know even who to speak, because ukiangalia hata huyo Wamalwa mwenyewe, he cannot even put on a suit, anavaa suti na kofia juu. Sasa hii ni ujinga gani? We have to stop being two-faced and look at the reality. This guy will walk away with this thing because of our stupidity, not because of anything else, but our stupidity. And that is what Makiadi is trying to politely tell us. Thank you very much.
Darius, I like your submission. You have said that Wamalo anavaa suti na kofia. You become one of those Trump supporters who was calling out on Zelensky. Why are you not wearing a suit and you're coming at the negotiating table? I mean, anyway, let us just jump into what I think many Kenyans are asking themselves. And you know, perhaps we are not saying the right things. Now, Makiadi, what fundamental changes are